Oh, man. Can you believe this? It's happening again. Oh, my young orchard here is turning into a chaotic mess. Oh, I'm trying to grow a permaculture environment here with my fruit trees along with other plants that I'm trying to interplant in here to make it a permaculture environment. But look at this, look at this. Things are growing up and getting so tall around my fruit trees here, it's looking like a jungle. And I'm expecting Tarzan to come swinging through here any minute now. I gotta come up with a way to make this area, this chaotic, messy jungle here, more organized, more easier to maintain, yet still honor permaculture principles here. Can I do it? Can I do it? You know what? I do have an idea. First, let's get some things under control. Also have to be careful in here not to weed something that I don't want to weed. Are you thankful for the modern tools that we have available today, like weed eaters, lawnmowers, and things like that? Because I am. They make life so much easier, so much faster and easier to get tasks like this done with these tools. Alright, so right here is a semi-dwarf peach tree from Stark Brothers, where I like to get all my fruit trees and berries from. Did my best to keep that protected, but we're also going to put one of these around it so I can keep it cleaner. Just planted this one last year, so it's really precious to me. Glad to see that it's still doing okay. I actually have another one on the other side of the orchard that is already producing some fruit on it. Okay, and you remember I mentioned the raspberries that were here? Well, I went ahead and weeded those down. And because they actually were not raspberries, as upon closer examination, I discovered that they were wild blackberries. Ouch! And I really don't want wild blackberries growing right here in my fruit trees, because I don't want to be harvesting my fruit from these fruit trees and getting stuck with wild blackberries. Ouch! So I got rid of them here. And not too long ago, I did the same with some blackberries that had been growing around my apple trees. Blackberries out of here. Oh man. Yep. Make our life easier here. Make things tidier. Come on, get it. Nailed it. Ouch. Yeah, don't like getting stuck. And even though I like to eat wild blackberries, doesn't mean that I want to be running into them on a regular occasion. Ouch! Now, I will go out in various places that you can let grow wild I'll go and harvest some blackberries from there, but I don't want to have to be dealing with that right in here in my orchard. And speaking of wild harvesting, makes me think of what it would be like to be Tarzan harvesting things in the wild. Do you like to laugh and have fun? So let me know in the comments section below. I'm sorry if you don't, but I do, and I like to do funny things, try to do funny things to make you all laugh. This is not one of those serious YouTube channels where it's like, today we're building a raised bed and this is what we're doing and this is all. No. I want a little bit of education, but also some entertainment too, right? Oh, and you're probably wondering about the block here. Well, I'll explain what the block, why they are here in just a minute. Ouch! Yep, that's why I had to get rid of those things. Alrighty, I'm having to stop in here because I also see some things that I want to keep. I got some cleavers on me there. Hang it to them. But right here, these came up. And these are from the blackberries that I moved down to our berry patch. They're the most scrumptious blackberries that I've ever had, and they're thornless. They're just yummy. So I do want to save those. And I see some lemon balm growing around our fruit tree here, so I want to save that. All right, I'm at a point where even though I still have a lot of vegetation growing here, I need to move on to the next step. Square it off here. There we go. Last year, I installed this raised bed right here. And it's so easy to keep it weed-eated around and the area tidy around it. So I decided, I have an idea. I decided to build this little raised bed around my fruit tree here. And I can do the same. And I also interplanted lemon balm and comfrey within that bed around my fruit tree, because I'm still trying to keep the permaculture thing going, you know, right? Yeah. And with this design, I put enough space in between each one so that way I could easily take a lawnmower through it. And it's been working. Now all I have to do is do the same thing with 1, 2, 3, 4, a number of other fruit trees. Do you have any tips that you want to share with how you keep whether you're home or outside in your garden or lawn tidy and organized? Let me know, share those things with me in the comment section below. But as I'm putting these raised beds in place around my fruit trees, I also want them to be as uniform and lined up as we realistically can. So am I going to be able to do that? We're going to see here. Because I did also run a line down through here, so that way we can try to do that. And I'm also doing the same thing on the other side with using our large raised bed as the point that I'm basing everything off of. I want them to all to be about that same length. Get things up here. Flatten this out a little bit. To get started, I had to first level out the ground so that way I'd have a level place to begin laying my block. Bring it down the line. Let's see what we're looking right there. All right. tasks like this take time and work. And to be honest with you, there are times that I wish I could do them as fast as they do, like these Lego video games, where they make buildings in no time. Alright, let's try it. Looking good in the neighborhood. Alright, what about this way? Ooh, looking good there too. Looking good there. Ooh, gotta get this up before we continue on. This is one of my blackberries I got from Stark Brothers. You can tell because it has leaves, signature leaves, and it is thornless. I can do all this and not get hurt. Let me tell you, if you're looking for a good blackberry variety, I highly recommend the Primal Canes. You can get them from Stark Brothers. And these blackberries are thornless. And in addition to that, you get these large blackberries 2 times a year. So I continued on with more digging, more setting block, more checking to see if things are level, and repeat and repeat and repeat. And every now and then I found something new that I didn't know was growing in these spaces, like these. Makeover. Alright, where are we going? Right in here. Got some wild onions that popped up there. There we go, there's some there. Totally edible. Alright, that's about halfway for this bed. Let's move on to the next tree on this side, but before we do, sure it's wide enough for the mower to get in here. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, is that another? It is another blackberry. Somebody talk to me. Are any of you gardeners? Let me know in the comment section below. But I think most people who garden would say the most frustrating, tedious thing to deal with is weeds. And there were a lot of weeds, aka unwanted plants, that I was having to dig up, even as I'm just trying to put down these blocks. And in some spots I had to take out dirt, but there were also some other spots where I had to add in dirt, just so that way my block would be level on all 4 sides of this bed. Come on, get in there. Yeah. Dig it out. Now, as much as I would like to have gotten this project done in one afternoon, it didn't happen. So I had to come back to it, and I actually needed some more block. So my oldest son, Josiah, helped me gather up some more block to transport to our orchard. You can load it up, use those muscles. Show me how strong you are, man. Piece of cake, right? You lift it with your pinky. Don't smash anything. And while laying the block, you get a forearm workout. You also get a core workout. But as we were pulling the block in the gorilla cart and transporting them, my legs got a workout on that part. I'll pull, you push. Ready? Not so fast, not so bad so far. workout. Old school Conan workout. Oh, and this might be totally random, but we saw a tree frog that was pretty cool. You need gloves to get a tree frog?
No, I don't need
Ready to touch him? Jump right at you. That's crazy.
He's jumping away from you. Where did he go?
Yeah. He's fast.
Hold on, let me take my gloves off. Oh, there he is.
You get him?
He's getting out.
Wow. There you go. Now you made a friend.
We're only friends because I'm warm.
There we go.
Oh, I know where it wants to go. It wants to go right up here. There's someone over here. Where are you looking?
So gradually I was able to finish laying out all the block for 3 raised beds around my fruit trees. Let's see. 1, 2, yeah, 3. Making sure each bed was square and level. I also added in some fill dirt inside the block, particularly on the sides that were a little low to start with. Then I put caps on all the block. But there was still a little bit more work to do inside those beds. And for this part, the whole family helped me out. My oldest boys helped me with harvesting some rich, fresh compost that our chickens make. This stuff is excellent. I have a flock of chickens that are specifically for making compost. I call them my composting chickens. We keep them year-round in deep bedding where they add their manure, scratch it around. This right here is some good stuff. Yes, it is. All right. And we are going to be using it. And this stuff is powerful. Plants thrive in it. And while we were gathering this stuff up, the ladies were pulling additional weeds, once again, AKA unwanted plants, out of our raised beds around the trees. And Hezekiah, our youngest, was helping out too.
Ball.
You got a dirt ball?
I'm a hill ball.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You give mommy the dirt ball?
Thank you. Let's put it in there. Looky there.
Whoa!
You helping?
Hold on.
Oh. How are you helping? Oh. Getting your hands dirty too?
Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
There is another thornless blackberry for you.
Woohoo!
Look at this versus this.
Just a little bit of difference there.
This is what everything around here has looked like since we started farming here. And this is what happens when you have chickens on mulch.
Watch out for the ouchies in there.
Oh, I am. I see them right here. What is it, a raspberry?
Yep, it's going. Say, let's do this.
Do this.
All done there, ladies?
I think it's all done.
It looks so much better.
It does.
So what do y'all think about the new raised beds here in the orchard?
I think they look really good.
Should be a lot easier to maintain. You didn't have any ouchies in there while you were pulling out.
No, I managed to avoid them.
Oh, no ouchies for you.
No,
what about you?
I had gloves on.
Oh, you were protected. I guess they're better at avoiding it than me. Or smarter or something.
I also had a heads up too.
Yeah, I did give them a heads up. So hopefully when we're in here tending to our fruit trees, hopefully we don't have to do much to them now with the lemon balm that should not act as a natural mulch around there, suppressing the other unwanted plants, keeping other things like wild blackberries from making me go ouch. So hopefully there's no more ouches. There's just and yummy. And then once the ladies were done, we filled up the beds with the compost. Alright. Bring another one. So for these areas, I came up with this plan. I don't want it to go back to being a jungle in here, but I still want to have permaculture principles applied here. So my plan is, with the fruit trees, to interplant it with comfrey and lemon balm. Now, I really like tea. I like using a lot of different herbs like lemon balm that we grow here. And we have this one area where I had lemon balm growing accidentally. I don't know how it got over there, so dug some of that up and moved it over to be planted around our fruit trees. And the lemon balm, yes, it does make a good tea. It also has a strong scent that wards off insects that may harm my fruit tree. But on the other hand, it also can lure beneficial pollinators. So interplanting it with the fruit tree will add to biodiversity. And also the comfrey. It is basically a nutrient pump. It will help pump nutrients out of the soil and up for the fruit tree to be able to use. So in other words, it feeds the tree naturally and will help stimulate the growth of the tree and the things around it. But in addition to the comfrey and the lemon balm around our fruit trees, I also got some ever-bearing strawberries from Stark Brothers. I love strawberries. And the strawberries are also beneficial for acting as a living mulch, suppressing competition from other plants that may want to come up in this area. So integrating this triple combo of lemon balm, comfrey, and strawberries should help suppress other things from growing around my fruit trees. But at the same time, also provide me with some yummy stuff that we can enjoy. Whew, finally got those done. Now I still have some more fruit trees to do on this opposite side, but for now I'm enjoying the raised beds that we have completed. But I can stick a fork in those because they are done. And with that, we turn that chaotic jungle into a tidy, organized orchard. So Tarzan, you can go find another jungle, because there's no longer gonna be a jungle here.